Amnesty International has strongly demanded that China improve its capital punishment. This is because China is the world's top execution country. 90% of the world's executions are carried out in China. It is the children of death row inmates who are as problematic as the many executions. Children who have lost their parents to the death penalty are living on the streets, begging or stealing from people. We would like to introduce a special place that takes care of death row children. This is an orphanage outside Beijing, China. This is the place to take care of children who are without parents. But the children here have a special story. Called the Sun Village, it is the only place in China that protects death row children. A total of 130 children from the age of 4 months to 18 years old now live here.
那你是因为什么事情到这边来的呢？不在家里住的呢？
我爸爸坐牢了。
你爸爸坐牢吗？那你想不想爸爸？
想。
以前你跟爸爸在一起的时候，什么时候最开心？
我刚出生，我爸爸就走了。
那最近什么时候你觉得最累、最困难？
像我要读书的时候没见到。
那个时候最累。
These children are treated coldly by their neighbors and relatives because their parents are on death row. Therefore, many of the death row children are left unattended in the village. The director of the orphanage, Chang Shuqin, worked as a prison guard for a long time and has watched the plight of the death penalty families. At the request of death row inmates, Chang Shuqin began to keep their children one by one, eventually leading to the current solar village. Her orphanage is currently protecting more than 400 children in 5 different solar villages, 2 of which are Gangsa-song and Hunan-song. She stresses the need for more attention and care for death row children.
对于我们其他的孩子来讲，他们不管他的父母在监狱有多少年的刑期，只要不是死刑，他们总有机会见到父母。那么对于这些死刑犯的孩子，他永远没有机会再见到他们的父母了。所以对这些孩子来讲的话，我们真的是非常同情他们。要从各方面去照顾孩子。
Most of the children here do not know that their parents are on death row. The little children are firmly convinced that one day their parents will come to pick them up. They don't know about the death penalty.
孩子们，他的父母是被判死刑的嘛？假如说有这样的事情的话，我们太阳村的我们这边会告诉孩子事实吗？
有的孩子知道，有的孩子不知道。对于那个小孩子来说，我们不想把这么残酷的现实。
Some of the children in Sun Village are completely without parents because the death penalty has already been carried out. As the Sun Village became known through the media, prisoners who are facing death are sending letters asking them to care for their children. We visited a village with the Sun Village officials. At home, a grandmother and her 12 and 11-year-old grandchildren are waiting. The children's father and grandfather are in prison.
vì đau trùng giang có trùng nhưng mà mỗi ta học gì tất cả từ nay tới lâu bị ta sụt.
Eventually, the children's father was sentenced to death and their mother left home. The grandmother, who was left alone in the house, decided to see the orphanage because it was difficult for her to raise 2 children.
不是，不是。你个呢，就是没个爹么的啦。对我的我的家爹有谁的干呢？也有谁的干呢？你个也不带一个联系我是的。
那个想不想爸爸妈妈？不想，为什么不想啊？
没有么都不想，想也没有，这么大了想也想不到。
She also thought the children were better off leaving town than to continue to be treated coldly by people. The children who can enter the solar village are only a small percentage of many children with parents on death row.
现在其实几百名孩子应该是个很小的数目，实际上全国需要帮助的孩子是60万，这个数目字应该是很大的。